In this video, we will be discussing the process of using market mapping to identify gaps in a given market. Once these gaps have been identified, they can be used alongside a successful marketing mix to enable a business to position themselves and their product with the aim of increasing sales. Market mapping can be helpful to new businesses just starting out, but also to existing businesses looking to expand. Before we look in more detail at market mapping and how it is done, let's introduce this video's main example. This is Ruben Wallman, and he and his wife have recently moved to a large piece of land and a beautiful house on the outskirts of Kent. Having both retired from their busy city jobs, they are considering opening their own dog boarding kennels, looking after family dogs while their owners are away on holiday. They have not yet chosen their name or even built the kennels, but before they begin to make these decisions, they have decided to take a careful look at their local competitors, what they offer, and how much they charge. To do this, they have decided to use market mapping. So what is market mapping? Using a graph, Ruben has plotted all the local boarding kennels within a 30-mile radius. By undertaking this process, he hopes to better understand his competition and spot a gap in the market. To all the teachers out there, show all of these videos without any ads and gain access to our growing library of over 500 teaching worksheets. Why not visit BizzWizard.co.uk to find out more? If he is able to find a customer need that is not being met, he can build his business around this, giving himself a USP. This stands for unique selling point, and is something that will separate Ruben and his kennels from the competition. Using a graph to make a visual representation of his market makes the process of identifying this gap much easier. The market map plots businesses against two variables. In this example, Ruben has chosen to look at quality against price. There are, however, many options that he could have used here. For example, simple versus complex, products aimed at old people against young people, and many others. Ruben has chosen variables that are important to him, as he is starting out and he has not yet built the kennels or decided on a price. The market mapping process is perfect in assisting him in making these decisions. So let's take a look at the market map in a little more detail. You can see here that Ruben has 5 competitors in the area. They are all in slightly different positions, which maps them against the price they charge and the quality of the kennel facilities. For example, the kennel with the blue roof down in the left-hand corner has a very low price, but also has a very low quality. The dogs are all housed in together, and some have been known to escape. The red kennel charges an average price, but is lower quality than many of the other competitors. The orange kennel charges a little more than the purple one, but it also offers a slightly higher quality. Hopefully you can see that by mapping his competition out like this, Ruben is able to spot that there are some empty spaces on the map. For example, there is hardly anything in the high-priced, low-quality quadrant, and nothing really in the highest quality for the lowest price quadrant. Now it's important to understand that even though these spaces or gaps exist, this does not necessarily mean that starting a business aimed at these gaps is a good idea. Let's think about the 2 holes we have spotted. Would customers be willing to pay a high price for the lowest quality? Of course not. There are many competitors offering a higher quality for a lower price, and this is why none of the competition is positioned here on the map. What about high quality versus low price? Well, that is not going to be a sensible idea. It will be very difficult for Ruben to be able to offer the highest quality kennel for the lowest price, as to make the kennels so desirable would have significant costs. These examples show that there are often obvious reasons for gaps found in the market, and simply identifying one is not enough. Let's take one more look. Are there any other gaps that I have missed? Well, none of Ruben's competitors seem to offer kennels with a high price and a high quality. This has got Ruben thinking. Would customers be willing to pay a high price for high quality when it comes to dog boarding kennels? The more he thought about this, the more it made sense. Customers already pay for fancy dog food, expensive grooming parlours, and were happy to part with their hard-earned cash buying many dog toys for them to lose under the sofa. Dogs are like part of the family, and leaving them can be a stressful time. Ruben has decided this is a gap in the market, and he is confident he can offer luxury dog kennels for a high price. And more importantly, he believes that customers will be willing to pay for this. And this is where the idea of the Dog Castle Hotel first began. He decided he would offer glamorous dog kenneling for those dogs whose owners are happy to pay more to know that their family pet is being well looked after and enjoying their own little holiday. Bring this video and over 100 more to life with fun, interactive games, quizzes and case studies. Why not try the first 25 completely free by visiting BizzWizard.co.uk. You can see here how useful market mapping can be, and how it allowed Ruben to spot a gap and design his product around meeting this customer need. But as with everything in the business world, there are both advantages and disadvantages to using market maps. We will first consider the advantages. Market mapping assists the budding business owner in identifying gaps in their market and allowing them to position themselves with the correct marketing mix to meet those needs. It is an effective tool allowing you to analyse your competitors, what they offer and for how much. Knowing your competition inside and out should allow you to be more competitive and hopefully increase the chance of success. Finally, market mapping can assist in guiding your market research. Once these gaps have been identified, an entrepreneur can set about conducting market research to confirm that targeting this area of the market is a good idea. Each of the video courses over at BizzWizard.co.uk also includes an interactive business case study that applies the knowledge learnt to a real-world scenario. There are over 1,000 multiple-choice questions, each with detailed feedback, which tests students' understanding of the content. Why not visit BizzWizard.co.uk to find out more? There are of course some important disadvantages which should also be carefully considered. Just because you have spotted an empty space on your market map does not mean it is a viable business option. As we have already discussed earlier in this video, some of these gaps are there for a reason. Like for example, that it is not possible to offer the highest quality at the lowest price. Or at least it doesn't make business sense. There are never any guarantees in the competitive world of business. Simply finding a gap in the market will not directly lead you to success, and careful market research and a cleverly developed marketing mix will also be needed. Don't forget, if you have spotted this gap, there is a strong possibility that others have as well, and they may beat you to the market or be in a position to offer a better product meeting the needs of these customers. Finally, the process of market mapping relies heavily on the data you are using being reliable. If Ruben happened not to identify a local boarding kennel which already offered high quality for a high price, this could make his life much more difficult and likely impact his chances of success. If Ruben has not missed anything, then his use of market mapping to identify the need of the Dog Castle Hotel may have positioned him perfectly to offer a unique service in his area, which meets the needs of the customer. Whenever you are completing an exam question on a new business looking to get started, or an existing business looking to expand, remember to consider whether market mapping may be a useful tool to them in identifying any gaps and designing their marketing mix. This has been the BizzWizard. See you in the next video.